That's right.
Oh, we're live now.
Oh,
I didn't do
okay.
it. I didn't even do an intro.
I know. I was waiting on the intro.
We'll do it live.
What's up? Yeah, we're gonna do it live now. We was doing it live. What's up?
Live action.
All right.
Mechanicsville.
We were just mulling over our little adventure yesterday. We'll dive into that first.
Woodstock 99. That's what it was. So I went to go get some free shit from a friend of ours, and a bunch of sliding glass doors, like 8 of them. Cause I'm gonna build a greenhouse for the woman, and hemp stuff like that,
Yeah,
and
CBD.
it's gonna be like Cheech and Chong in there with that pool.
Yeah,
they cut the ladder up. Pool. He's like swimming on that ladder.
It's the garden. It's the garden shed. I promise.
Mexican Americans like to get into the gang fights.
And so when I showed up, Gina, the one with the limo, we all know her. She said, "Hey, don't go down in there. It's real slick and muddy." And I'm like, oh, okay. So then I show up, and the combat junk guys, they're really cool dudes. They were like, "Hey, we went down there and got stuck. I wouldn't go down there." And I was like, "Okay,
hold my beer.
I won't do that." And so me and the Amazon were carrying these like 100-pound glass doors from the shed up to the gravel. Yeah, we did 2 of them, and she was like, "I can't do no more. I can't do no more." I said, "Okay, I'll pull the truck down there. I ain't gonna get it stuck. Come on, it's me."
You talking about Ash, and I got a Dodge Ram.
So I'm gonna go down there, and they don't know what they're talking about. So I go down there, no problem. Of course, it's all downhill. Slide down there, back up.
Trained professional.
Yes,
I am certified by the state to drive fast.
And this is a closed course.
Yeah. You're an instructor. You know what's up. And so my goal is to kick it where the dirt was good, and by the time I get to the mud, uphill mud, I was gonna just cruise on up. Well, so I gunned it and then started sliding towards her house. Yeah. And then I turned the wheel, and then I just got stuck. So we tried sticks, we tried blankets that we had, we tried boards, and I was like, the wheel just kept getting deeper and deeper, And I was like, dang, I don't got no money for a tow truck. And I was like, oh, but guess what? I'm close to the boys. So I put a message out.
Then the bat signal went up.
And then y'all came, and we had like a daisy chain going on. It was like a gangbang on old Stu's truck. Me in the back, you in the front.
Big man and Throbbing showed up.
Wait a minute. Before that, we had the old Drift King over there doing donuts in the front yard. Trying to take all the shrubbery out.
I was like, oh man, I'm tearing this yard up. Don't come down here, because I was thinking, I don't get the yard tore up. He's doing donuts in this woman's front yard, trying to I'm fine. I gotta go fix that this weekend.
I got new tires. I got to break them in, get a little mud on them.
If that tree had got closer, I'd have sent in for a chainsaw.
I was pushing hard to get your truck off that tree. And the mud was so slick, I was actually pushing your truck off that tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look down. I'm like laying on the ground, putting the chain underneath Mark's truck, and I see the rear end is actually like contacted the ground. Yeah. So the rear end's like laying on the ground, and I hear Stu over there trying to touch the rev limiter, and it's like rah, 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 just eating it, letting it eat. And I look over my shoulder, and you're pushing, and the next thing I know, he comes around, and there's like this 10-inch sapling over there or something like that, and he's like going right for it. I'm like, I know he is not getting ready to cave the side of that truck in. And we ain't even got your car started. I mean, your truck started out of the hole yet. and then you grab the tailgate and you're pushing and mud's flying everywhere.
It was all in my hair. It was everywhere, man.
It's on the inside of the door panels. I don't know how it got in there. It was going to come or bleed. I didn't care which.
We hooked up what was that, probably about a 14, 15-foot logging chain.
Yeah. Yeah.
To a nylon tow strap, to another nylon tow strap, to Stu's truck. And then the front of Stu's truck.
After he quit doing donuts.
Yeah, we finally got them lined up. We hooked up, like, what was that, a fire hose tow cable or something?
No, we started to use that. Yeah, and then I hooked the two tow straps I had left between the front of his truck and the front of the Tahoe.
First attempt, the first attempt, the tow strap snapped. And then we hooked it back up right, and then it came right on out.
Yeah.
I mean, both of us came on out.
Yeah. Both of us.
Both.
Yeah.
And I was like, whew. I was about to give up. I'm about to just leave that truck there.
Oh, no. Come on.
Like, you know what, Mark? I'll just get you another truck.
With the keys in it.
Huh?
With the keys in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody stole your truck, Mark. I don't know. We're going to have to report it stolen, Mark. Well, I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
You know how many vehicles we recovered down in the mud like that, though? Remember that whole string?
Yeah.
What was that? Probably about 9 years ago. They kept stealing and taking them deep down the woods.
Down there on the gas line.
Yep. And then, bless his soul, Jerry come down there in his tow truck.
Yeah.
He about got it stuck.
Yeah.
So he hooked up to the car and then had to hook up to a tree to get the tow truck to get the car out.
Yep.
He would drive the shit out of that tow truck.
Yes, he would.
The best there was, boy. He'd have a car flipped over. He'd jerk a car out of anywhere.
And don't let him get a piece of paper that says he can go recover somebody's car that's late on payments.
Yeah. You blink, your car's gone. It's going down the road. Then you'd have these professional tow truck, like the big companies. Guys come out in a nice shiny vest and a collared shirt and like, I don't know how I'm going to get this car flipped over off this fence.
And he drives up in an old 87 model Chevrolet 3/4 ton all manual wrecker.
Bless the soul, man.
That's what we need to start.
Slaps the chain on it and flips it back up and says, "See ya."
Yeah. Well, seems clear. Road's back open. 1024 NR. Or what we 1024 AC.
Yeah.
That's what we call it. Yeah.
Here's your event number, ma'am.
Event number.
Yeah, just bring this when you come to get your car.
Yeah. Oh yeah, old Jerry.
We'll put notes in the call field. Here's your event number.
That bumper was like that before I hooked up to it.
You gonna? Boy, he would tear him up.
Oh yeah, man, it didn't.
And you're
matter.
Like, you're like, the car's on the ditch now.
You know those big cast iron snatch hooks. That was his favorite thing to use, man. He would throw one of them underneath the car. It didn't matter what it hooked to, as long as it hooked to something. It was coming out of it.
Yeah. He took that son up the spark plugs. He didn't give a
transmission lines.
Whatever he could get.
That hole was in that radiator when I got here.
That's right.
I've seen him drag cars, and it'd be bumping into rocks and trees, and he just keep pulling.
Yeah.
And it'd be gone. It'd just be go down the road he goes.
And he would show up on an accident scene, and he'll say, "Will that thing run?" Oh, yeah, I guess so. He'd crawl in it, crank it up, drive it around, wheels hanging off of it. Get it.
I've seen him crawling with dead bodies. Trying to turn a key, trying to put it in gear, neutral, and like dead body. Like,
I'd have pushed him out at least. Give me room to work.
Yeah.
I was like, bro,
How-
PPE.
He'd have one of those alcohol things in the car, and the dude would be dead next to him. He's like, "How am I gonna get this thing to crank?"
It's a blow and go.
Oh,
man, old Jerry.
fun times, boy, fun
We need to
times.
start a tow business.
Yeah,
Well, we got one going. It's just not,
Yeah,
we're
we-
not insured.
we've had our first successful recovery.
Yeah,
What
we'll
could
get
we
you out.
call
We'll get you out of the mud slinging, camel toe,
We can call it snatch and grab.
Yeah,
snatch and grab. Oh, you got a snatch? We'll come and grab it.
That's right. You bring
call
the
it
snatch.
40. Call it 45, 47. 45, 47 towing.
Here we go. Okay. Make tone great again.
Yeah. There's more than 24 hours in a day. We're available, all of them.
Boy, I tell you, my inspiration will be Jerry. That's how
Yeah.
I'll be snatching shit up.
Yeah.
I'll be here in a second.
Yeah, man, he was great. I missed him.
I'd see him around town, and he always wore like a little pearl button-up shirt, like cowboy shirts,
Yeah.
like some old pants, just old school.
Yeah. Getting the job done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a pretty good segue. Speaking of old school, we got an event coming up this weekend. The Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray Stadium.
Yeah.
Hasbar.
Yeah. Mechanicsville will be representing. We'll be at that event. So I bet there has been more Google searches on Bowman Gray Stadium in the last week and a half than there has ever been in the history of Bowman Gray Stadium, because every sports writer and every photojournalist here locally has done a feature on Bowman Gray Stadium.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The thing is, you told me this. It's a popular place. It packed the house
Yeah.
all the time, but it doesn't get recognized for how many people show up this thing.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be NASCAR there.
Yeah, it's definitely a local phenom. You were witness to it. You were firsthand witness to the phenom of the Madhouse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a good shooting or stabbing always helps with the recognition too.
Yeah, that was the slogan for Bowman Gray Stadium for many, many years was, you went to a fight hoping a race would break out.
Last time we went, it was totally fine.
Yeah.
We didn't have any drama.
Yeah.
Other than the pits, I can't believe somebody ain't even killed back there yet. They fly through there.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, I'm still getting kind of used to this whole racing culture. I'm just like,
Uh-huh.
holy shit, what is going on here? I'm standing here,
Yeah.
Get the hell out the way. Here we come.
Yeah. So Bowman Gray Stadium was never intended to be a racetrack. This was a product of the New Deal from Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Coming out of the Depression, he created this public works administration. And what that did was that took people coming out of the Depression in, I think this was in the 30s, late 30s, and it gave them jobs. And what they did was they took on different projects all over the United States that would positively impact the public in a substantial way. And it didn't just revolve around like the stadium itself. It was a lot of infrastructure was being built and maintained and begun during this public works administration phase of his presidency. And this was built primarily to house the football field that's in the center of the stadium for Wake Forest, which had relocated to Winston-Salem to play their football games. And the government funded part of it, and the Reynolds family, which was a very prominent family here in Winston-Salem, Forsyth County, for obvious reasons, funded over $100,000 at this time, in the 30s, which is a tremendous amount of money for that era. And that's how it came to be named Bowman Gray Stadium. And it was essentially just a football stadium. Then someone, I don't remember, it may have been Alvin Hawkins, who was closely associated with Bill France Sr., who is the architect and originator of NASCAR, who lived in Daytona, Florida. I think Alvin Hawkins, who is local to North Carolina, put a dirt track around the football stadium in the late 30s and early 40s, and they raced small, like midget type cars over there around that. And Alvin and Bill France Sr., their friendship began to grow. Alvin was a promoter, and he promoted NASCAR. He is essentially the person that promoted the races on the beach in Daytona before there was actually a race track built there. They would race, 3/4 of the race would be on the waterfront, on the beach. And they would come off of the beach onto the only strip of asphalt that was down there on Ocean Boulevard and race down the asphalt into turn one and transition from the asphalt back onto the sand and race back. It was just like a big paper clip. Essentially, it didn't have the design that it has now with the tri-oval that Daytona is known for now, until the track was actually built and designed. So Bill France, I don't know exactly how the story goes, but Bill France Sr. and Alvin Hawkins wanted to hold some what was then called Grand National races here in North Carolina. And one of the things was they didn't run them on dirt. So they had to get somebody to agree to pay for paving the dirt track around the football field. So Winston-Salem stepped up. They saw an opportunity to garner some notoriety for Winston-Salem. So the city actually paid for the paving of their first track around the football stadium or football field. And I think this would put us up to about 1941, 42 maybe. And based on the fact that Winston invested in the stadium like that, Bill France decided to let the Grand National cars race there at the stadium. And that was actually the first time that a NASCAR sanctioned race was held at Bowman Gray Stadium.
1949.
49, okay. So, and they have been racing a NASCAR sanctioned event there weekly since 1949. It's the oldest track to run a NASCAR sanctioned race in the whole United States.
That's crazy. So you're going to be there. We're going to be there. Well, I'm not going to be there, but
me and Big Mad are going to be there.
Richard Petty actually raced on that.
Yes, sir. He actually won his 100th race there. His halfway of his milestone 200 wins was won at Bowman Gray Stadium. There were several would-be Hall of Famers raced at Bowman Gray Stadium, beginning with, I would say the earliest ones were probably Curtis Turner and Fireball Roberts raced there. And then there has been a lot of familial connections with Bowman Gray Stadium. Lots of brothers have raced there. So Bobby and Billy Myers raced there. Currently, there is a group of brothers, the Jason and Bert Myers, whose father Gary, who is associated with Bobby and Billy Myers, have continued a tradition of racing at Bowman Gray Stadium.
Junior Johnson,
the Wood brothers race there. I have actually a connection with family members that raced at Bowman Gray Stadium at one time. The Kimmel brothers, who are cousins of my mother, so I guess that would be like second or third cousin to me. They raced in all three divisions over there at Bowman Gray Stadium for many, many, many years. Billy ran in the modified, which is the top tier division over there at Bowman Gray Stadium. Butch ran in the sportsman, and Hansel, or he went by his nickname most often, which was Spider, ran in the it's a step up above the sportsman. The street stock. Butch ran in street stock, and Spider ran in the sportsman division. So they ran in all three divisions for many, many, many years. Spider's son, Ricky, is the king of demolition derbies over there. He is the number one. He's on the top of the heap. If they hold a demolition derby over there or anywhere around the stadium, anywhere here in North Carolina, if he's got a car in that field, do not bet against him. He is a demolition derby king. He can tear one up and win it all. Butch's son fielded a car for his wife over there for many, many years. So they are all cousins of mine. So it's a lot of family stuff happens over there at that racetrack too.
Let's talk about that idea that you're going to run with this year. Do you want to expose that now, or do you want to save it?
Let's keep that on the burner. Let's keep that on the back burner.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to let too much out here too soon.
All right.
You talking about your transition surgery?
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, dude, be cool, man.
Oh, did I just? Oh, my bad. No, wait a minute.
Get that transmission surgery.
Yeah.
That was Buffkin.
Yes, that would we're not gonna talk about the Buffkin surgery.
Right.
Acorn removal.
That poor kid.
They still
Shout
don't
out
use
to-
a pair of fingernail clippers.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to the old Buffkin.
Yeah. The old fartkin.
Yeah. He was supposed to be listening tonight or watching tonight and said he was going to chime in on the chat. So I don't know. Have you seen anything on the chat, Ash?
Nah. Nobody's even watching. We can do whatever we want to. Take shirts off, fellas.
He's probably out in the driveway picking up all his wash mitts and
Yeah.
cleaning gear.
Despite that, we have achieved 390 subscribers to the channel, and we have over 83,000 views, which I think I'm just blown away.
Yeah, yeah, and especially for it's been a cold winter, and we haven't done as much as we usually do.
Yes,
But I think we're starting to kind of get geared up for a busy summer.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Busy spring and summer.
And the event, the Clash, at the stadium is just like one of the events that we're gonna feature on the channel. I think this is a really big step to reach back to from NASCAR to the fans,
Mm-hmm.
because I think they primed themselves for this by holding the Clash the last 3 years in the LA Coliseum, trying to reach a new market out on the western side of the United States, because NASCAR as a division doesn't race out there like they did back in the 60s and 70s. It stayed primarily in the middle of the United States and on the eastern seaboard. But I think by priming themselves and showing that the cars can perform in such a small arena, a venue that is as tight and as precise as a place like the stadium via the LA Coliseum, and coming back to essentially the roots of NASCAR, is a reach back for those fans that were committed 15, 20 years ago, that lived and died NASCAR. I think that's really telling when a brand such as NASCAR tries to reignite those fans from yesteryear and bring them back into the fold, essentially, because NASCAR lost a lot of spark with the passing of Dale Earnhardt, and I think they're reaching back now to those fans to try to pull them up into 2025 and show them that they have something in common with them by racing at Bowman Gray Stadium.
Yeah. I mean, it went from moonshining to, I guess, rednecks to now it's all like Vegas. And you know, that's not where your fans are.
Right.
It's like wrestling. Same thing with wrestling.
Yeah.
You know, when it went too big, you know, you got these people who just live it.
Yeah.
And now they're just trying to go back to roots somewhat. Some things are. But
yeah.
I mean, I get it.
So, and we're very closely outside of, you know, the folks that are in my family that race over there. We have a Mechanicsville member that races over there. We have followed Mr. Butner, and he will be participating in one of the Saturday races with the modifieds that feature the modifieds, along with Tim Brown, who is now announced that he has a ride for the Clash. So he is a 12-time Bowman Gray Stadium champion, now stepping out of his vehicle, which is an open-wheeled modified, and going to rub door handles with the modern NASCAR stars around the Madhouse. Jason Myers has announced his sponsorship of a Clash car, so he's going to do the same thing. He is a 10 or 11-time Bowman Gray Stadium champion. He's following very closely. He's nipping at the heels of Tim Brown on those championships and those wins. And they're both going to step out of those cars, step out of something that they're familiar with, and drive a full-bodied race car around that, around the bull ring that is known as the Madhouse.
There could be a learning curve there.
Yeah, there could be a huge learning curve there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Turn 1 is where you'll get that education.
Yep. And we're going to be sitting right there in turn 1, where all that action is going to happen.
Nice. I'll be at a Wake Forest basketball game working. That's what I'll be at.
Sweet.
It's Saturday, right? This Saturday? Yeah.
Saturday, yeah. And then they'll do the modified races, and then they'll qualify for the positions for Sunday night's Clash race. And then a lot of people have kind of forgotten what the Clash race is because they don't hold it at Daytona any longer. The Clash race traditionally sets the front row of the Daytona 500. So the winners of these 2 heat races will essentially be the pole sitter and the outside pole sitter for the Daytona 500. And everybody else will have to qualify for their positions once they get to Daytona.
Well,
sweet.
Sounds like it's going to be a busy year, boys.
Yeah.
Are they just doing that one race here this year? Or are they doing more?
No,
NASCAR.
they're just doing the Clash this year. I find it probably it's problematic to hold this event in Winston-Salem. Because of the amount of attraction to the area. I don't think we have the I hate to sound like this, but we don't have the infrastructure. There's only like 1 or 2 ways to get to the stadium. So you've automatically restricted traffic flow, and there's going to be a tremendous, I think the stadium holds about 20,000 people. And it's going to be hard. Logistically, this is going to be a big undertaking for the city.
Oh yeah. I mean, because I know that when we went to that last one, where Butner came in 3rd, it was packed, but everybody knew where they were doing though, because there was a bunch of people that go there all the time.
Right.
You know, and now it's gonna be a bunch of outsiders coming to our city and trying to figure out all this stuff.
Well, you know yourself by when we were out there that there's only 1 or 2 local, and what I mean by local, either Guilford County, Forsyth County, TV stations that shoot a camera crew in there for 5 minutes. They capture a couple of speed shots. They don't do any driver interviews. They don't do anything like that. They get like a photojournalist snapshot of what's going on over there, and then those guys are out. You look at the logistics of getting multiple channels, sports writers and photographers, videographers, and the people that are going to cover NASCAR, the amount of audio and visual stuff that's going to be there just for NASCAR I'm taken aback at where they're going to put all this stuff.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Then you're going to have the airspace because each one of the satellite trucks needs a jumper feed from a helicopter in the air. So I mean, it's going to be something. It's going to be something to behold, to see all these people packed in this bull ring that we call the Madhouse.
This is going to be the Mad House.
Yes. Yeah.
Be interesting.
Yeah. Yep. So, kind of a segue into this. So we got the NASCAR at the beginning of February, and then it's starting to get warm again, kinda.
Yeah.
It's not 12 degrees right now. I think we'll probably, well, I know we will. We'll probably start going back out to some shows, some races, some features, stuff like that. In the garage stuff. It feels like it's by the time of year we start gearing up again.
Yes.
We got our goal at the end of the year. We're going to tell you all about later. But we need your help, nation. We need garages to check out. We need cars to look at. We need a squatter, NC squat truck. Need one bad, y'all. We need one bad. We need a squatter, NC squat. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Carolina squat.
Carolina squat. Thank you. Carolina squat. We need one bad. And we need to come to your garage.
And make fun of your truck.
Make fun of your truck. Yeah.
Don't get your feelings hurt.
That's right.
No.
Don't wear your feelings on your sleeve.
Just remember, you called us.
Like a buffkin. Don't do that.
That's right. Don't walk around like a buffkin.
No.
With your overalls hurting.
Do not call us to come to your house and talk about your vehicle if you are not prepared for that. And you better be prepared mentally for it.
Take your mind off.
Because it could go either way.
That's true.
All right.
That is true.
I'm serious. Do not give Big Med any kindling, because you'll do what?
I'll burn your house down.
That's right.
And your squatter.
Woo. But take your girlfriend home with me.
That's right. And your wife.
I might even kick your dog while I'm there.
Yeah.
Buffkin, he wants us to do a tribute, but he ain't got a car yet.
Yeah, he wants us to film one of our rolling videos for his car. And I've asked him to do a couple of specific things. And he's
like sell it.
Jack it up, jack that Ford up and park a General Motors product under it and make it go fast.
Oh God.
That's right.
Is that what it is?
If he'll put an LS motor in that thing.
What is it? Like
out of its own way.
Yes, it's a Mustang.
It's a Mustang? Yeah, man. We can do it.
I keep telling him this, but I've got some specific shots in mind that I want to pull off, and he's not helping me. He's not helping me.
Well, listen, fear is real.
Yes, it is. It is a factor.
What are you asking of him that he won't do? Wash his car?
Yeah, no, huh?
Well,
no.
Listen, in his defense, his wash mitt is fucked up.
Yeah. It was slung out across the gravel.
It was abused.
But that's another story. We'll have to let him tell that story.
Right.
But
I can slide over. We can put him right here.
Yeah. But he, I'm trying to help the boy out, and he said he really genuinely loves this car. And he's grown up around airplanes all of his life, and he has a passion for airplanes. And I'm just asking him to find an airplane hangar that we can start the shootout with. And he keeps dragging his feet on that.
Oh, we could do it without a hanger, but that's the shot he wants or a shot you won't.
Well, I mean, it's just, I've got a series of shots in my mind that I think would really amp that video up, if the car will perform correctly. Yeah, I see those eyebrows going up over there, Big Med.
If his car will perform, now see that it all went to shit right there.
All it needs to do is crank, right?
I was in, with the airplanes, but then when you started talking about performance and Mustangs, I don't think it's doable.
Yeah.
You're asking too much.
Yeah, he's already at a disadvantage because the horse on the front of it's only got 3 legs. So,
well, it's a Mitsubishi engine, ain't
it? Yeah, have you noticed what I've started doing when folks are coming in the store and ask whose Mustang that is in there? And he chimes in, "Yeah, it's mine," and I'll walk out from any aisle, anywhere in the store, and I'll say, "Yeah, but it's got a 4-cylinder in it." And to a person that I have said that to, they're like, "Oh man, that thing should have a V8 in it."
Yeah, it's only got half that.
Yeah.
And the LS
EcoBoost.
Yeah.
It's a hybrid.
So's the driver.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who y'all talking about now. It took me a while. He seems nice. Oh, I don't work with him though.
Yeah.
12-year-old that we work. It's like bring your kid to work day every day.
Every day.
Tries to hang with the big dogs.
Oh, we're constantly saying, stop, put that down, leave that alone. Okay, go. You can go have a snack. What are you doing now? Where did you go?
Yeah.
You get the gold star today, buddy.
Refrigerator.
If you don't quit running around here turning things over, we're going to have to put you in the playpen.
Put your clothes on like we taught you. Try to be a big boy today. Every day.
All right. Well, we got to get him on here to defend himself.
Yeah.
That will be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he can fit right there. I'll slide over. He can fit right underneath you. Yeah. And y'all can, and I can mediate this. We can all be one big happy family. We mediating. Like Dr. Phil.
We'll have to start this one off, and then we'll have to have like a pay-per-view for the unleashed part of it.
Patreon or something.
Yeah, you want the unfiltered part, you're gonna have to pay for that.
Is assault on a handicapped person a misdemeanor or a felony?
Depends how badly you assault the ass.
Yes.
This is gonna be a felony.
Yeah, it's gonna be a felony.
Welcome to Mechanicsville. We're about to commit a felony.
We need to set up a GoFundMe for our bail money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If just every 390 subscribers just get $1.
Yeah.
I'll be able to make bail.
One of us could get out.
One of us can.
One of us could get some more commissary.
Yeah. I like that chicken flavor ramen. I want a copy of the Quran in here too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh man.
I
think it's going to be a fun year. I think we've grown a lot in 8 months. We're still honing our craft. We're getting better with every video we make. I look back at some of the videos we've done and I think they're great. I mean, and I'm biased because we were in it and we did it. But I think that's some good material.
Yeah, it just gets better. We popped the cherry on it. And I think this year when we show up, we'll probably won't be as standoffish with people. Like, people don't know what we're doing, who we are. We'll just show up wearing a shirt and we got a flag. And, I think as we grow, I believe that people will become seeking us. Yes. Right now we're out hunting. We're out hunting for stories or hunting for stuff. How'd you build this? Where'd it come from? How long you been doing this? I think we keep doing it. They'll come to us and say, "Hey, I want to talk about this." I'm like, "Yeah, come on." It's going to take some time. It seems like that the season for us Well, the season for our sport is when it's warm, unless we want to start doing, snowmobile racing,
Yeah.
But it seems like it's coming, and so we're gonna be ready, and we're gonna go out there and hit it hard, and bring some of the best material we can.
Absolutely.
A little more entertaining than most.
Absolutely.
Eventually, we'll be better than Top Gear, I think.
Oh, I would love that. I'd love that.
Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, we'll put old Freiburger out of business.
Put a what?
David Freiberger from Roadkill. Well, essentially they have ended Roadkill. Motor Trend TV has pulled the plug on Roadkill.
Why?
I don't know. Motor Trend is why. I think Freiberger's still got some other irons in the fire, and Mike Finnegan, who is just a couple of hours south of us in the outskirts of Atlanta. He's got Faster with Finnegan, and but yes, I'm looking forward to kicking off a new racing season, filming more stuff, doing more stuff in the garage, the future projects, the things that we have lined up to work on. I think this is going to be a great year.
We got some barn finds we got to go take care of.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're getting close to, I think we're getting close to the viewership and the amount of subscribers that we can. I know there's one avenue that we can seek out for some collaboration through a local, or not like a local, but a national parts company. We can reach out for some collaboration on that. We have been given information by another source that will allow us to collaborate with other content creators for another pretty big cornerstone of the racing industry. So
yeah,
we've got it's like a smoldering fire right now, and it's there just the right amount of fuel is going to get added to it here pretty soon, and it's going to go up.
Yeah, well, let's rock it. So I think we will land the plane now. We're 47 minutes in.
All right.
And what we're going to do is theMechanicsville.com. Check out the channel, like and subscribe, do your thing. And once again, if you have a project you want us to come help with, look at, give suggestions. If you got a story to tell about a car, if you just want to talk to about cars, let us know. theMechanicsville@gmail.com. That's how you get to us. Or you can comment on any of the videos on the YouTube channel. You can just look at The Mechanicsville on YouTube. Mechanicsville alone is going to bring you like to a city, the actual Mechanicsville. But The Mechanicsville. Yep. Look for the logo.
The nation.
Yes.
That's right. Join the nation. Bunch of dirty hand, calloused racer boys that we got up here, men and women alike.
Callous hearted.
Yeah. Getting stuck in mud and cranking up and carburetors and stuff like that. Y'all do y'all's thing. I'm just here watching. I'm voyeur kind of. Like.
No,
working on there.
Don't be weird now.
But theMechanicsville@gmail.com, theMechanicsville.com, and we're going to get it going here. If it burns fuel, if it spins tires, if it goes fast, we're going to talk about it and we're going to cover it. And we're the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever shall be.
Yes.
When it comes to this. What do you think? You like that?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, man, that was all right there.
Yeah, it's just a little Bret Hart thing, So
you're a wordsmith. You're a wordsmith.
I like to jumble words together and then smile behind it, and people are like, "Oh, okay, hey, he's being silly." I'm like, "Shit, I was trying to be serious."
Well, that didn't work in November.
No. November. What are you talking about? The election?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I do have a special guest real quick to talk. He just showed up. Hang on 1 second. How you doing, fellas? Mr. President, how are you doing? Mechanicsville.com. The Mechanicsville. The best.
It's the
Please
greatest.
step back here and look creepy, Mr. President. There you go.
Get that man a Mechanicsville hat.
Yeah, you got to put a sticker on that, man.
There we go. There we go.
Well, that's
The
awesome.
Mechanics feel great again.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge.
All right, thank you, Mr. President, for coming by, stopping by Mechanicsville. Hey!
Hey!
That was awesome, man. How'd you plan that?
Oh, I got connections with the White House and Trump. Old Trumpy. I call him Don. The Don.
Yeah.
We go way back.
You're
Big
just
D.
like that. You are just like that.
We're just like this. Me and Don.
Like nuts and butts.
Yeah, grab him by the balls. He likes that stuff.
That's all you got to do.
That's all you
Snatch
gotta
and
do.
grab.
I can't do it. I'm so worried on my Trump impersonation. All right, we're gonna don't go nowhere, Stu. We're gonna talk after this because I know how you are. You're like, beep, gone.
Yeah.
But for the nation, thank you for watching. The 2 people that watch, we got 1 person watching right now. Thank you so much for watching. This is the start of something big. Eventually, who knows? We may end up in Vegas on stage somewhere talking about some shit.
That's right.
That's right.
Later. Oh, Stu, last word. Hang on. It's all right, buddy.
Tune into the Mechanicsville, or I'll burn your buffkin down. It's been burnt down before, trust me. I heard it got burnt down in Texas.
Yes.